Mobile video consumption continues to rise but growth stabilized in Q1 2018. Total video plays increased during the quarter just 1.8% from the prior year, per Ooyala's newly released Q1 2018 Global Video Index report. The increase was one of the smallest in 14 quarters, and also marked the first quarter-over-quarter decline in mobile's share of plays at nearly 4.6%. Nevertheless, consumption on mobile devices of long-form video, defined as more than 20 minutes in length, continues to thrive, the study finds. On smartphones, for example, 20 to 40-minute long videos were viewed to completion 57% of the time, while videos exceeding 40 minutes, ultra-long form, were viewed to completion more than 45% of the time, the Ooyala study found. On other devices, Ooyala found viewers watched long-form content 20 to 40 minutes to completion 61% on tablets and 71% on PCs. Viewers watched ultra-long-form content 40 minutes to completion 51% tablets and 59% PCs. Ooyala principal analyst Jim O'Neill said, "Consumers are becoming far more comfortable watching any content on every screen than they've ever been. Traditional barriers to multi-screen viewing, the amount of available premium content, the cost of service, and the quality of experience, all have fallen. The first screen for viewing truly has become the screen that's most available to the viewer at the moment." Regional mobile video viewing trends. Latin America (LATAM) saw significant quarter-over-quarter gains in mobile's share of video plays, while Asia-Pacific grew slightly, despite declines in Europe, Middle East, Africa, EMEA, and North America. But in North America, mobile video plays were still up 9% from a year ago and 18% over the past 2 years, accounting for 56.6% of all video plays in Q1 2018. In related findings, EMEA saw mobile video plays hit 58% in the first quarter of 2018, a 22% YoY increase from 47.8% in Q1 2017, and 39% better than Q1 2016. Asia-Pacific saw the share of video plays on mobile devices hit 60.7%, up from 52.3% a year ago. Latin America's share of video plays on mobile devices reached an all-time high of 59.5%. The rising tide of streaming video content, while app services more than doubled their hours of content offerings in Q4 2017, even more content was created in Q1 2018, reaching nearly 3 times the amount processed the year before. Specifically, long-form content longer than 20 minutes jumped 189%, medium-form content 5 to 20 minutes was up 171%, short-form, shorter than 5 minutes, grew 178%. Mobile video content is coming from an expanding universe of creators and distributors across sports, news, entertainment and enterprise, added O'Neill. They understand that mobile needs to be a pillar of any content provider's streaming video strategy. Ignore mobile, or allow lower quality standards for your video stream, and you're likely to lose a significant portion of your business. The full Ooyala Q1 Video Index report can be found here. Download Ooyala's Q1 2018 Global Video Index, here. Sign in with LinkedIn. Consumption mobile video. Ooyala women in media entries close on the stroke of 5 p.m. today. We are that vigilant. Well, possibly 5.30, quarter to 6, even. The Daylight Agency's significant growth has continued with the appointment of Shelley Hammond as Director of Agency Operations. Shelley is a leader in the global communications industry and brings vast experience following senior roles in major corporates as well as the agency environment. Shelley will be responsible for the commercial running of Daylight, including client retention and host. Havas has secured Australia's first Grand Prix award at Cannes overnight, taking out the top gong for the Direct Lions with its Work Pulau pledge. The work, which sees all visitors to the tiny island nation have their passports stamped with a pledge to be a good environmental citizen, which they must sign before entering. The allegations have been wild since Sir Martin's departure. Instagram unveils new eye-catching feature. Slicing onions while reading this will also make it eye-watering. One need only see the thin number of staff at B. It appears no one wants to go to the lodges. Still, it won't be the first time Guy Sebastian performs to an empty room. Australia's outdoor industry is proving hotter than a hedge trim red cash converters at the moment, is it not? Dentsu Aegis has acquired Clipdesk, who, despite sounding like a Scandinavian IKEA designer, isn't, apparently. Curated this year by Ridley Scott, famed director of Alien, The Martian and other classics, the new Directors Showcase at Cannes is now in its 28th year. Acting as a platform for talented new directors to have their work premiered to a global audience, Scott took to the stage in front of a full house. ANZ and media agency PhD have partnered with JCDecaux to launch a unique campaign that harnesses the power of data across 3 cities, incorporating actual tram, train and bus timetable information to align with the new ANZ app. Almost 2 in 3 marketers have expanded their responsibilities beyond marketing to include managing the customer experience, but the same proportion still struggle to meet basic brand governance expectations, new research from Simple and the Australian Marketing Institute has found. B. If you've ever questioned the mettle of B, a study has found Aussie Wise would rather be crypto billionaires than get a minuscule discount on their grocery shop. What TV boss wouldn't kill for these numbers? Maybe not kill, but at least do some circle work in the staffed car park. This ad's so good that if it were a pie it would be hot. Time magazine has again dedicated a powerful cover to Donald Trump, who, surely, would be better suited to Mad magazine. Kelly Stambani's promises to shout the bar after work promotion, although limits it to house beer and wine only. Do you regard omni-channel CX success as the holy grail? Well, B. North Sydney's rag. Tossing up whether to go for a run at lunch or the pub. Let this Nike ad remove all guilt from your boozy conscience. B. Woken up in someone else's apartment in Cannes and horrified it's not still Sunday? Pretend you were awake with this. This promotion is an absolute disgrace, even if B. ACCC boss Rod Sims has his red pen. Cannes attendees were speaking unfavorably about Marcel, as in Publicis' new AI platform, not the famed mime artiste. We've listened to your complaints about B. This is a very important campaign, so we're not going to make any jokes, suffice to say, bumfuzzle. Think short film competitions are the domain of utter wankers. You're exempt from BMF's efforts for TEDx Sydney then. The Qantas flight back from France will be exactly 9.4 kilos heavier after last night's announcements. Mediacom has tapped XOMD exec Mac Mills, as in recruited him, not tried to extract an overpriced craft ale from him. YouTube has a snazzy new thingamajig to snare your ad bucks. And, yes, thingamajigs, just be. So expect even more mistakes. A new study has shown women are really controlling the purse strings. Although it's probably more purse zips these days. The Daily Mail and the Cheese Fancier's Almanac aside, news.com.au remains one of B. We don't tolerate tardy here at B. Who are we kidding? We're never on time. Think that Stefanovic chap can't keep his name out of the headlines? Well, here's another headline with his name in it. Ad legend Sir John Hegarty bestowed his wisdom on Cannes attendees, but sadly didn't sing, "Have you ever seen the rain?" proving many photos shot on an iPhone so often come out washed out and grainy comes this article's accompanying pic. It's 9 easy hacks to increase your Google ranking. Admittedly, it was 12, but we lopped off 3 for being too hard. Sacre Bleu. Cannes attendance down 20% this year. That and B. Having seen Brokeback Mountain will have no impact either way. Women's Weekly dispenses with the knitting patterns. Intrepid Travel has gone back in time and is placing classified adverts for a new mystery expedition to places that yet mapped by Google. The adverts to be placed in Courier Mail, Herald Sun and Sunday Telegraph are calling for intrepid people to join a journey with long travel days, intermittent electricity, no Wi-Fi, cold. Most Honey Birdette campaigns require a cold shower. Fear not, you won't need a parish priest for this. There's some very valuable lessons in this whole Optus World Cup fiasco. Not that B. Groupam has updated its 2018 ad investment forecasts and released its initial 2019 outlook. Groupam predicts $24 billion in net new advertising investment this year, the best annual increment since the bounce back from the global recession in 2010 when $26 billion was added to investment. Groupam estimates total advertising investment will grow by 4.5% this year. Aboriginal Victoria's campaign in support of Australia's first-ever treaty legislation, Deadly Questions, has been deemed too controversial to run by one of Australia's leading outdoor media providers, APN Media. Online platform Deadly Questions provides a safe space for people to ask questions and have them answered by Aboriginal Victorians, to learn more about their cultures. The wait is over. Starting today, YouTube Music is available to everyone in Australia, New Zealand, the US, Mexico and South Korea in addition to 12 new countries including Austria, Canada, Finland, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Norway, Russia, Spain, Sweden, and the United Kingdom. Now fans around the world can find more of the music. Rising property prices and tales of disappointment have led to a significant shift in how Australians, particularly millennials, now view the Australian dream, and the goal and attainability of owning property, new research has found. In this guest post, Haystack's National General Manager, Jason Carnew, pictured below, says with all this talk of Can at this time of year, it's a kindly reminder that the PR business needs to get its act together in terms of awards, work and judging. All eyes on our Can is some of the best. 2-times cancer survivor, Frankie Good Stuff Award winner, ex-DDBER and founder of Bravery Co. Emily Summers has collaborated with a range of top-notch illustrators to produce Australia's first range of designer headscarves for young cancer warriors. She is now crowdfunding $40,000 to produce the scarves and donate one to all the young women in their 20s wondering what those extra crunchy bits in your KFC were. Silicon chips apparently, if this is to be believed. It's often said, the check is in the mail, but today Nicole Sheffield is in the mail without actually being in it. Robbie Williams has explained why he gave 1 billion TV viewers The Bird, and it even sounds remotely plausible. There's no need to fake being in Cannes by taking photos at a Michael's patisserie when you can fake it for real here. We thought we'd seen it all on Le Creuset, but Donald Trump bringing home a Grand Prix for Comedy Central? Amazing. This ad features a superhero called Super Hot Dogger. Cannes always throws up a surprise or curveball, doesn't it? However, Artie rocking up this year definitely isn't it. B. Following its massive success in Europe, Asia and the UAE, the Polish Shoe concept, which brings a high-demand shoe polish service and HD digital advertising platform together, has landed in Australia. Yep. B. SBS appears to be going against its own official charter after people actually tuned in and watched its programs. On the surface this Macca's ad's quite witty. A little below that it's a wonderfully devilish roasting of social norms. One thing's for sure, you would not want to get on the wrong side of Michelle Guthrie. And, we hear, her pet chihuahua. No Women in Media series would be complete without the irrepressible Amy Buchanan. Read all her pressables here. Wilderness Society sound like decent folk, hence why B. Not that we're wilderness types ourselves. Pubmatic has launched Pubmatic Cloud for publishers and tech companies looking to implement and control their own programmatic technology. By accessing Pubmatic's technology, global infrastructure and demand connections on a platform-as-a-service (PaaS) basis, clients are able to achieve full transparency and achieve greater control over their programmatic monetization. As programmatic trading becomes mainstream, innovations such as B. The Women in Media Awards are back for 2018. To celebrate this wonderful fact, and to recognize some of the killer women in our industry, we've created a Women in Media series, and have profiled some pretty inspiring women so far. This week, we chat with Bauer Media Head of Trade Marketing Claudine Hall. Workers on construction sites receive 5 to 10 times more UV exposure every year compared to indoor workers. Target Tradies and Cancer Council have announced the launch of a partnership to help educate Australian construction workers about the importance of being sun-smart at work. With evidence showing that outdoor workers receive 5 to 10 times, history never your strong point? Well, it might need a couple of Google searches to get you safely to the end of this. Cahill still appears a drawcard for agencies, however, he's not so with coach Bert van Marwijk, who won't give him a run. ACCC forces Apple to pay $9 million fine. Company CEO Tim Cook set to pay it from loose change from the glove box. Not content with rival P. Been sheltering under a rock while tsunami Amazon breaks over our shores? Salve your fears with this wave-free read. OPR may sound like an English second division soccer team, but it is, in fact, the folk formerly known as Ogilvy PRB. Although, as you'll read here, not necessarily about Can itself. There was a bit of a changing of the guard on TV last night, although not in a horses, cavalry, manure sort of a way. When not selling dandruff shampoo, you'd have to say P. ADMA's Global Forum is set to be the hottest ticket in town come August. Even hotter if you buy them from a solarium. Proximity's CFO announces cost-cutting measures in expectation of excess baggage charges, realizing worst fears. Sure, the Siren Awards are terrific, however, the police turning up would certainly give it extra gravitas and effect. There's no denying ARN's Anthony Zaitis is one of the industry's nice guys, and that's despite B. This industry salary survey includes a spot of good news and the bad. So get set to smile and rage in equal parts. B. Although bad does tend to get us far more reads. AppNexus, the world's leading independent advertising technology company, has announced a partnership with the cybersecurity company White Ops to shut down the flow of advertising dollars to cybercriminals. This canned news is so fresh you can almost smell the baguettes. Yes, B.